Hey everyone, it's Katie with Katie's Corner. Happy Mama Monday to all of you. We are in episode 6 of the Pre-Mama Mode series where we get to discuss my month 5 pregnancy. And this month we are going to actually split into 2 different weeks. We are going to be talking about peaks and valleys in my pregnancy and especially in month 5. And this month we had just left month 4 of last week talking about how great it was to be in the second trimester, how I'm feeling better, feeling more like a human, getting more calories in, as well as being, getting to announce it to everybody and discuss all of that fun joy and excitement and celebration with everyone and all of your close friends and family around. And so month 4 was it was so wonderful, and it just warmed my heart to be able to make it to that and to be able to have that celebration. And then month 5 came, and there were definitely some highlights, and the highlights and the peaks are what we are going to talk about next week. But this week, we're going to talk about how month 5 kind of was a panic moment for me in a way. And that was because after all the celebration, after talking to everyone, then my husband and I, we needed to really sit down and talk about the finances. And if your family's anything like mine, finances aren't necessarily always fun to talk about. And my husband and I, we both budget, but we budget differently. I am one who is a very strict budgeter, and I like to go down to the penny on absolutely everything. And my husband is one who likes to do more of a range of budgets. And so with that, we had to really, really communicate with one another so we could get on the same page of what are we wanting to spend for daycare, how much are we guesstimating diapers are going to cost, and clothes, and all of these things that neither of us have done before. We don't know what to expect. So we had to really talk about the unknowns of when a big budget item comes up, how are we going to handle that, and what do we want it to kind of look like. It was very good. It was a great learning experience for us as a couple to go through, because we hadn't really had to do that yet. We were still early in our marriage, so it was the first time for that, which there was a lot of discussion, but it was such a strong growing opportunity for us to come closer together as a team, which was wonderful. But as with anything, finances, it can put a strain mentally on individuals, and it definitely did for me. With the anxiety, it definitely went to, how are we going to do this? And in panic. On top of, fretting, which I didn't need to, but my anxiety told me I needed to fret with finances, I was starting to have a really, really severe pelvic pain, especially anytime that I would be just sitting down or if I would go to the bathroom. It was absolutely the most severe pain I had ever felt. And I didn't know what was going on. And, everything goes through your brain. So I called the doctor. They wanted me to come in and get examined to just make sure everything was okay with baby. They said it sounded like I was maybe describing a bladder infection, which apparently can happen sometimes in pregnancies. So they just wanted to rule out anything. And it wasn't a bladder infection. They did an exam, they did an ultrasound, baby, and everything was okay. They measured my cervix, and that was still, the length of that was still good to go. So we kind of talked about that it might just be that the baby's just growing so much that the ligaments are pulling on with my uterus, and that is what's causing the pain. And so thankfully, I trusted my doctors and I said, okay, the pain is really bad, but at least I know that I'm healthy and that the baby's healthy. That's the number one. I can endure any pain as long as I know we're all healthy. So it was just, though, it was a scary moment, right? Your brain can take you into some really, really dark spots if you allow it. And having that severe pain and not having the unknown of the finances were two very, very scary things to me, especially in month 5. But we got through it, and it was still, even though those valleys were quite deep, the peaks of the mountains were quite high. And next week I get to share with you all of the peaks that we got to have in month 5, reaching the halfway point and getting to do an anatomy scan of the baby and getting all of those wonderful, wonderful landmarks that we got to hit in month 5. So catch us next week on Mama Monday, where you get to see kind of the part 2 of month 5 of what we all got to go through with my journey. I am not a doctor nor a healthcare professional, so make sure if you are looking at doing anything with your health to your body or your baby, I strongly encourage you to consult your doctor prior to doing so. I absolutely want to hear your stories in the comment section. I would love to hear if you guys had how your conversation with finances went with your partners, because each relationship is different, and I would love to learn from all of you and hear out from all of you, as well as if you guys had any pelvic pain that early in the pregnancy as well, and what your thoughts were with it all. Feel free to comment in the comment section with that, or of course you can always email me your answers, and you can always email me questions at Katie's Coaching Corner, corners with a K, @gmail.com. And always subscribe to Katie's Corner channel to catch all of my videos in our Pre-Mama Mode series. I will catch you guys next week. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.